Welcome to Ophiuchus Tarot. We are back again with another channel message for the collective. But before we jump right in and get started, I just want to take a moment and say hi and welcome to new subscribers. I am so happy to have you on board with us. Thank you for becoming part of the Ophiuchus tribe. As always, it is an absolute honor and blessing to read for each and every single one of you. That being said, we're going to jump in. Now, I don't know if this is going to be the whole story, but I do feel like there is something here that kind of needs to come out today. We have this Three of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. What I was immediately getting is there might be some sort of strain at work. It could be between you and a boss or between you and a coworker. What I'm kind of feeling like this is there's somebody who likes to boss you around, and they don't necessarily have to be your boss. I do feel like if it is your boss, they're unnecessarily harsh on you. If it isn't your boss and it's a coworker who is, kind of on the same level as you, they've taken it upon themselves to be the boss of the group or the collab, right? So I feel like all of you have to work together. I feel like you could be really leaning on your family and confiding in maybe somebody very close to you, and really trying to kind of relax and unwind outside of this very stressful situation. I feel like you have someone close to you to thank for your peace of mind or peace of heart, right? What else was that? Oh yeah, this takes a lot of strength for you to navigate. I feel like you're a very kind person or a very relaxed and laid back person, somebody who really just goes with the flow. And then I hear dead fish up the stream, and I feel like, normally going with the flow wouldn't be a problem for you, but I feel like, and maybe you tried that, and I feel like I hear to no avail. So maybe you try to pull your energy back as well. Try to come up with a strategy to maybe just get through whatever this is. But I feel like you're feeling less than happy about it, or kind of brokenhearted about it. I feel like you have to defend yourself all the time against this person. And I don't love that for you. I feel like you feel like you're being judged harshly, and you want the end of this situation to come in. Oh, okay. For some of you, and this will just be for who it's for, I do feel like the person who's taking advantage of or trying to boss around the group could be dating the boss, or could be like the boss's wife or the boss's husband, something along those lines, because I hear in cahoots. So I don't know, or it's two people trying to push you out of an environment. You could feel that way as well. I feel like if that's the case, you might be making other plans and taking a different route and going in another direction, going towards some place that brings you more peace. It could just be divine's way of creating a tower moment so you can get in where you actually fit in. And I feel like there could be someone somewhere else. Ooh, I did say someone else, but I do feel like somewhere else where you might be dealing with soulmates and people who get you and people who are welcoming to you and appreciate the work that you put in. And I feel like it's not that you didn't do good work where you're at, or you don't do good work where you're at. I feel like it's just the fact that they don't like you for whatever reason. It could be the fact that you do really great work where you're at, and that could be the reason. I know that sounds crazy, but I feel like that could be what it is. There's a bunch of jealousy going on here. So work situation for some that is just, I just want to say really stressful. Yeah, you may be sad because you may actually like what you were doing aside from the people you were doing that work for or with, right? I feel like you might even speak your truth before you leave. Just, a little piece of your mind. And I feel like it, just speaking your truth, and really getting it out there. I feel like in a very tactful way. Might actually make you feel better as you move forward. I feel like wherever you're going, I do feel like you're going to be more successful there than you could have ever been at the place you're at now. So if you are looking to get yourself out of this situation, looking for alternate work because of whatever's going on here, I do feel like whatever that comes in for you is going to be more fruitful, and there could be a sense of longevity there as well. A place you can grow and expand. I really love that for you. I feel like you deserve it. I feel like you put in a lot of hard work. And for people who maybe just don't appreciate you and the work that you've done, yeah, you're going to be celebrating elsewhere. I feel like you might actually go to a place where you could actually be celebrated for your value, the value that you bring to the company, or the effort, the energy that you put in. I feel like it's actually going to be noticed. So what seems like a rough situation in the now could be a beautiful situation for your future. So hang in there as best you can while you're maybe, you know, searching. It's never a good thing to jump out of a position before you have something else to jump into, right? Especially, you know, we all have bills, we all have responsibilities. So, you know, do the best you can and hang in there. And when you get your other thing all set up and you're ready to go and you put in your 2 weeks or whatever it is you're doing, speak that truth and be on your way towards your new celebration, your new life, right? Yeah. I feel like these people that you're coming from were pretty stingy too. Maybe they didn't pay you all that well. Oh, I hear they didn't pay you what you were worth. And here you might be making better money even for less hours, because look, she's sitting here relaxing, reading a book. It's like she actually has time for herself. Yeah, I hear that, boss. I feel like you might actually get your spark back. So if you've lost it due to rocky emotions and this situation that was a little more harsh, I feel like you're going to balance yourself back out and find your spark again. You might even, it might even lead you to having extra time for a romantic situation with somebody new as well. And that's only for who it's for. Yeah. And they're going to be left with the burden of trying to fill your shoes where you were. So yeah, they were sneaky, but they didn't think ahead. They were trying to push you out, but they have nobody to take your spot. And now they're busy carrying everything that you did. I feel like you did more than what you were paid for. And now they're thinking, well, maybe that wasn't such a good idea. We pushed that person out and they actually knew what they were doing and they kind of kept this thing afloat. I kind of feel like that's who you were. You were like a cornerstone, even though they didn't give you the credit for that. I'm sorry you had to go through this, but look, Spirit just decided this was time for a brand new opportunity for you with this Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, they're bringing you into this magician energy. You're going to manifest what you want in your life. You could be starting to manifest that new position, that new opportunity for yourself. And I feel like you have what it takes to really go far in life. And Spirit just wanted you to notice that you're being held back where you are now. So if this is for you, definitely don't just quit and walk away. I feel like that wouldn't be, I feel like that's not who you are, one. And two, I feel like, you know, you got to make sure monetarily that you can tide yourself over until you step into this new position and get that first paycheck. You know, sometimes it takes a few weeks before that first paycheck comes in, right? So just stay on your A game here as much as you can. And then continue to look. I do feel like the right thing, you will come across it very, very soon, whatever that is for you. Yeah, look, right into victory. I love it. I love to see it. I feel like stay on the lookout with this. We have this King of Cups. Stay on the lookout for what it is that's going to make you happy. I feel like follow your heart's compass with this King of Cups. Doesn't matter whether masculine or feminine. I feel like on the lookout for what fills you up, this type of work or the right type of environment. I feel like you'll know when you walk into it, whether there's a sense of ease or a sense of stress and pressure. You know, be mindful about that when you're going into it. It's like, not only are they looking to see if you're the right fit, you should also be taking responsibility for yourself and feeling it out and wondering if this is the right fit for you. Right? It should go both ways, right? And then I feel like you'll be able to put in that effort, that energy to create what you want. gorgeous energy. I love to see this for you as far as going where you feel more respected, more welcomed, more appreciated for the work that you're putting in. I feel like, you know, it can really be very, very difficult to be in an environment where you feel like you're always walking on eggshells, or you can't do enough, but yet there's somebody who sits on their butt all day next to you and does nothing, but they're the favorite, right? I have actually been in a job like that before, and many years ago, but I remember how upsetting and how annoying that was, and how I had stayed in it too long. And I feel like that's what Spirit's trying to bring across. It's like, don't stay in it so long that it starts to pull you down and change who you are as a person. You know, you're happy, your well-being, all those things are so important. Spirit's saying, make the change now before you kind of settle down or hunker down in that negative energy, right? Okay, now the rest of the cards, I was drawn to a couple of heavier looking decks, so I don't know what's going to come from them, but I felt drawn to them today. So which one do I want? Oh, we'll go here first, but so we haven't reached those yet, but I just kind of felt like there was something in those today. One is actually a Halloween deck, and I think I used it not too long ago, so we'll see. All right, we have coffin energy. So ending, brand new beginning. You know, I never get upset when I see these coffins or these endings or the death card. It just means it's the end of a cycle and the beginning of the new. So I felt like I needed to say that because I feel like some get so stressed out when they see certain cards like the devil card, the death card. You know, I just feel like, yes, they are a touch of heavier energy, but you know, they hold great purpose and great meaning within the grand scheme of things in the deck, right? So you could be new to tarot. If so, welcome, welcome. Feel welcome here. So I do feel like, yeah, this kind of follows suit with the last reading. Now, I do feel like this could involve jobs or relationships. I do feel like there has been an ending, or there will soon be an ending where you can start a new cycle. Now, Spirit is saying you have the opportunity to step into prosperity. So really think about what you're doing before you make your move, before you step in. Spirit's saying dream big, go towards your wishes, hopes, and dreams. So if you've had a recent ending, this could be in a relationship, could be at a workplace, could be in a friend group, could be anywhere in any area of your life. I feel like Spirit's saying rebuild back better, stronger, happier. What is it that you want to have? What is it you want to see? Sit down, think about that. What is it you want along this path? I feel like you have the opportunity to dream bigger and bring it into fruition. Please forgive me. My mouth is not working today, but I'm still going to try and get this reading out for everyone. Okay, so we have the pillar of support. Now, you either feel like you have lost a very important person, maybe a pillar in your support system. Maybe you had to move away from a friend who was just not acting like a friend anymore, or you could have lost someone close to you. If so, my condolences. But I just feel like, we don't feel as balanced as we should. Do call on your spiritual team. Call on those close to you, those who can kind of see what you're going through. So whether it's family members or other friends, you can lean on them when you need to. I feel like you might be the type of person that is so strong that you can be there for everyone, but you have a hard time allowing others to be there for you. I feel like Spirit is saying, number one, we're here for you, but you have another support system there. If you just look around and say, I need a little help. It's like, I feel like you feel shame in asking for that help, and you shouldn't. Spirit's saying you shouldn't. It's part of, and I feel like you know that intuitively, you know that, that there are people in your life who love you unconditionally and who would be a fabulous support system for you. Yeah, I feel like maybe you need to start indulging in that love and really experiencing what it feels like to have reciprocity in connections. Spirit is saying that that needs to change. You're always there for everyone, but you don't allow others to give the same way. So think about it this way. I had kind of gotten a message years ago through a tarot reading, and it really kind of brought something to my attention. I feel like, I think I felt back in the day that if I didn't call on others and I was just there for them, then I wouldn't overburden them because, you know, some of them could already be burdened. Why did I need to then hand over my extra burdens and have them help me with those, right? I just felt like it's unnecessary. I can handle it myself. And then, you know, you kind of get buried underneath the weight of things. We're meant to share with each other, right? So the message I kind of got from Spirit is with love and kindness and generosity and people giving their time. So you're giving that gift, and it makes you feel wonderful to experience how it feels to be the person somebody else can lean on, right? It makes you feel good that you were there for somebody that you love. Well, what you're doing by not opening up and sharing yourself and your highs and lows with others around you, you're not giving them the same opportunity to experience that type of gratification, what it feels like to be the one to help, right? So you're kind of denying them that energy that also feels good, right? To be there for someone. So, you know, maybe it's not such a bad thing. It's like you can ask someone, it's like, do you have the mental space? Do you have the time? Do you have the energy? I've got something going on, and it's okay if you don't. But if you do, maybe I could bounce some things off you, you know? And I feel like, you know, you could always ask if somebody has the energy for something a little heavier, if that makes you feel better. But I feel like the people who are closest to you, the people who love you, don't mind sharing your good and your bad. Don't mind sharing your highs and lows or your light and your shadow, right? So just be aware of that. You know, you don't need to deny someone that experience of being that helper and being that good friend or that loving entity in your life, right? Yeah. I feel like it's going to take, actually, as strange as this sounds, it's going to take a lot of strength from you to actually open up and allow someone to be there for you. You're used to kind of battling through it all. I'm seeing like a knight with armor and just pushing through this war of bodies, right? And it's like, that's kind of how you've been going at it. It's like, I can do it alone. I can do it alone, until you just feel so heavy because you're carrying too much. Yeah, it's actually going to bring a lighter feeling to you, and it might bring back more of a spark of passion as well in your life. It's going to help you expand just that much more. I feel like this is something that needs to transform within you, learning to be vulnerable. And that can be hard if you've experienced other experiences where you've tried to be vulnerable and it didn't turn out well. They didn't see you like you needed to be seen, or they didn't nurture you the way you needed to be nurtured. They might have just said, well, dust yourself off, back off and get back out there. And it's like, well, I needed a little bit more than that. So maybe sharing what I'm feeling is not the best idea. And I feel like there is something like that happened where you felt like maybe it wasn't such a good idea. But I feel like Spirit's saying, yeah, look, give it another try. Give it another try. Open up that heart. That reciprocity is there, and it's something you need to experience. You need to let go of the old, release the old energy that went along with this. You'll be able to start a brand new cycle. That's what this is. You just can't see how it's going to turn out, so you feel a little nervous about maybe sharing the load. But I feel like Spirit's trying to encourage you to give it another try. Just, you know, it might have been the wrong person that you tried to share with, and that's okay. We make mistakes. We choose wrong. We don't see with clarity all the time. So don't berate yourself for that. You know, you just chose the wrong person the first time. So yeah, the first time around, and I was seeing the globe spin. There are many, many different people in this world, and I feel like you've maybe had the blessing to come across a few really good ones, maybe ones that you've been able to be there for. Now they're going to be able to be there for you, and they'll be your guiding light as you've been theirs. I really love this. I feel like Spirit is just encouraging you to expand that much more, to send your roots down even deeper so you don't need to fear the wind. When things go wrong, you know where you can turn. There's even more, it's like ample opportunity. You have more people in your life that will, you know, be able to hold you steady. And I feel like that's Spirit's gift for you. They're illuminating that so you can very clearly see it. That's the key to your forward movement and even more growth. And yeah, growth and movement in the right direction. Spirit on deck. I really love this. Spirit saying, this was in reverse, but well, I guess I'll keep it that way, because Spirit's saying, try not to be so stubborn about it. I feel like you might be a little stubborn about, I can do it myself. I can do it myself. But Spirit's saying, you don't have to. It's too heavy. And I feel like that revelation really helps you. Look how fast you're moving forward after that. So much lighter. And it's not burdening others. They're helping you dissipate what's there. It's like maybe they have even just their words, their clarity on the way that they see this situation from the outside perspective could be just what you need to hear to make things lighter for you. I really love it. I feel like you might even be forging deeper connections with those around you because you're willing to share now. I really love it. I feel like it's calling you to be brave and make some changes. It's got to be the end to the old cycle that I need to do everything on my own. I need to keep everybody out and away so they don't feel any of the burden that I carry. I feel like that's ending, that's closing out, and you're moving into new energy that is going to be more helpful in the long run. I love it. All right, where are we heading from here, Spirit? I kind of want to go here. I do, yeah. All right, let's see what we've got here. I want that, whatever it is. Ooh, the chalice, rejuvenation and fulfillment. Let's see where we're going from here. I want this. The golem, so the friend, a close friend acts on your behalf. And we have the seer. Okay. All right, collective. I feel like either you are the seer or someone you're dealing with could be the seer. And there's a friend that helps some type of love situation. Give me more before I speak on this. Okay, this is something that you don't see coming. I feel like I'm going to say it this way. You're the seer. Somebody has a friend that is acting on their behalf because they want to bring in a loving opportunity between the two of you. This might be like somebody who tries to set two people up because it's like they see that these two people could be great for each other. It says your luck will soon change. So maybe both of you have been single for quite a while. Maybe, you know, this person might have been looking in from the outside for quite a while. So for some, this could be a friend, a family member. This golem here is really going to be the one to open this situation up for the new. It's going to create some great change. I feel like they're going to spill the beans with the minstrel. It says, let your intentions be known. Yeah, it's about love and the king. Okay, so we're dealing with masculine and feminine energies coming into a union. Doesn't matter. You could be a masculine or a feminine and stand in any energy. So it's not about gender so much as it is about energy. The masculine energy is the one that moves with action, and then the feminine energy is the one who nurtures that. I feel like when that action comes in. So it doesn't matter. I'm just I'm seeing a balance of energies, which I think is really beautiful. I feel like whoever is kind of setting this up, this friend or this family member, whoever's setting this particular situation up can just see ahead and sees that good fortune and friendship could come from them and you, collective. I feel like you are the seer in this energy. I do feel like they're trying to set you up with someone they really think is going to be the right match. Somebody with a really kind heart, you know, that heart of gold. I feel like that's what's coming in. True love and fidelity. Somebody who really wants to be there. I feel like they may have known this person, maybe had a thing for you for quite a while. And since this person wasn't making any moves, wasn't spilling the beans, this golem is going to help in some way. They might come in and say, you know, I was just thinking, do you know of such and such? It's like, I think they're really into you. Here, you want to see, you know, let me show you about this person. Let me tell you about this person. Do you think you'd be interested? Because I feel like that's kind of what's coming in. We have the dragon, strength and wisdom, and the talisman, so destined to succeed. I feel like that's what they're trying to do, to take the guesswork out of this for this person. This person could be shy, could be overly nervous or sick about, you know, initiating the conversation. It might be really difficult for this person. So they're having a friend kind of just scope you out, check your temperature, see if maybe you might like to get to know them. So it's a safe environment for this person to step into. This person will already then know that you are interested, right? So it kind of takes some of the guesswork out, some of the stress out. Of course, there's always a little stress with the beginning of something and meeting someone new, but I feel like it takes a lot of the pressure off. So that's what this friend is looking to do, right? They might even say, oh, you know, I think we're going to be here. Are you going to this event or this place on this day? It's like almost trying to set it up where they can get the two of you to kind of bump into each other. It's like, oh yeah, well, we're going to be, I don't know. So somebody could say, oh yeah, we're going to be out at the flea market on the weekend. You know, are you going to maybe show up there? I've seen you there before, or something crazy. You know, it doesn't have to be anything like that, but could be a coffee shop, could be someplace for lunch. I don't know, wherever it is that you frequent, a certain park or whatever. I'm hearing all sorts of different things. I'm hearing something about bowling and something about golf and different things. So it doesn't matter what it is, but I feel like this person might try to set it up where the two of you might run into each other, or kind of give you a hint that maybe you should get out there. Maybe the both of you are quite shy or a little more reserved. You don't have to be shy exactly. You could just be nervous, or they could just be nervous. I want this, whatever it is. And now I feel like my hands are shaking. Yeah, shield. You are safe from harm. And that's exactly what this golem is trying to kind of do for the both of you. It's like they want this to be an easier, like more stress-free situation. This is a really good friend or someone that really loves this person and wants to see them happy. So like I said, could be a family member as well. Imagination clouds your judgment. Yeah, I feel like this person has had enough time to really kind of psych themselves out. It's like they worried so much about the what ifs, all the what ifs that could happen to make this a horrendous situation and scare the crap out of them. And so they never try. And I feel like this person, like I said, is trying to take the guesswork out of it. Yeah, I hear this is how this person is feeling about the situation. Darkness looms on the horizon. This is going to be a terrible situation. This person just wants to use me. And then this is the actuality of the person. Love and prosperity and kindness and fairness. So it's just this person's fear is kind of at the wheel right now. And this golem is going to help this person navigate this this situation so they can come out on top. It says forces beyond your control intervene, and that's exactly what this golem is doing. I feel like spirit is kind of talking through this golem to kind of get them to assist. It's like all of a sudden this person sees how it can be done with clarity. This person can't, and maybe this person can't, you can't, they can't, but this golem can. And I feel like that's what's going to happen to get this to kind of come together in a really wonderful way. Yeah, because I do feel like emotions are at their peak. Maybe nerves are at their peak. Stressors are at their peak when it comes to this situation. Yeah, be meticulous and patient. I feel like that's what this golem has been doing. Like gaining information, knowledge, and looking for the best ways to apply this so this person can come out on top. They really love this person as a friend, and they just want this person to be happy. And I feel like they see that they could be that with you, collective, and that's why this person is so willing to jump on board and help with these blocks that are in the way. It says a barrier keeps you from your goal. I feel like the barrier is stress and fear that keeps this from coming together. Yeah. It's not being able to see clearly. True feelings are masked through the stressors, right? Yeah, triumph over adversity. And I feel like that's what's coming. Gorgeous energy. I really love this. I didn't expect this message with this one, but I'm glad I kind of went with what I felt here. It's actually really great energy. I think both of you will need to thank that one friend. Take that one friend out to dinner afterwards, or that family member out to dinner for their help. Okay, what do we have? What do we want? I kind of want to go, yeah, I want to go here. All right, we've got the favorite deck today. Where are we? Okay, we've got a little more. I wanted to do a little more. I skipped 2 dailies. I hadn't had a chance to get to the dailies, so we'll do a little more today. As an, I'm sorry, I couldn't get there. All right, the end of the school year is always a tough one. So just been busy, kind of, you know, graduation parties and different things. All right. So we have the fire ant here, the horse and the turtle. I'm kind of getting a similar energy from the past. This one could have had someone who was standing in between. I hear hissing and spitting from the sidelines. I feel like that's old news. I feel like that person is being left behind. I hear left behind. So whoever that was causing problems is being left in the past. There's forward movement, but there's a bit of wild movement towards the future. Yeah, they want to blend into the crowd that's kind of surrounding you, collective. Whoever this person is, now they're slow on the go in getting to you, but I feel like their slow on the go is literally just their own pace. That's the way this person moves. They're very sure-footed. Yeah, I hear steady-footed as they move forward. You know, every moment this person puts a foot down, it's like it's steady, it's stable. And I feel like that's the way this person feels comfortable moving through this life. So you may know them to move at a slower pace, or you soon will if this person hasn't come in yet. They might just be getting to you. But I feel like they want to fit in, and maybe they've been kind of watching from the sidelines, trying to gather information about how you move. I feel like maybe you're a little hard to clock, especially if you're this horse, which I feel like you are in this situation. You're after your abundance, right? So you're off in search of, in every area of your world, you're just making it beautifully yours, which I really love. I feel like I hear authenticity. So you move with authenticity, and I hear and grace. So I really love that. I feel like you're standing tall in your personal power. You're really standing out to this one person who has been kind of moving towards you slowly in your direction. Maybe going through their own things, healing from their own darkness, and coming out in a better place. I do feel like maybe heading towards their own abundance. I hear paths converge. So yeah, there is some type of playful energy here, or there will be, between you and this person. I feel like that's the way they're kind of going to come in. I feel like they have this really happy personality, and I do hear in a sad soul. So I don't know if that's going to change. I think it actually may if they come into your energy. I feel like this person likes to make others feel happy because maybe they've wrestled with feeling down before. That could be for somebody here. Yeah, they're just following their path. They're actually definitely on their soul's path. It looks a little different from yours, but just as beautifully important as yours. Their struggles, everything they've gone through that have led them to become the person that they are, every bit of that. And I almost wanted to say has been on display. So maybe everyone has seen their up moments and then, you know, their really low lows. And I feel like there's a lot of pride in how this person has grown. I feel like the wisdom and the passion that this person has acquired along the journey, I feel like you would also very much appreciate that. Yeah, I feel like you see a like soul here between the two of you, or they see you as a like soul. They also see you as having acquired a lot of knowledge and wisdom along the journey through the ups and downs and in-betweens, right? I feel like they like that you nurture yourself and those around you. and they want to be part of that group, which I feel like, why not? Let's see. Yeah, maybe they feel like you might be a little hard to get to know, or they haven't really tried yet, and they figure that there's a lot to know about you once you do open up. They might know you to be shy or to be quiet. You don't have to be shy so much as quiet. Either way, you could be shy and quiet, but they may know you to be that way. So they may think that getting to know you, I hear, could be like pulling teeth, but I feel like they're ready to give it a try. Yeah, there's something really sweet about you. There's something that they find to be very endearing about you, very soft about you. And I feel like they're really interested in that. I feel like they want to know the parts of you that you don't really share. They want you to be able to open up to them. I don't know if they want to do that as well, and they feel like that could be a very healing thing, because like I said, they see you as being, where's that? There it is. As a very like soul, you know, you kind of have the same kind of stripes going on here. Yeah, I heard something about putting the illness or putting illnesses in the past. So I don't know if this person looks at the opportunity with you as being very healing. I feel like there's something about being able to explore this and open up that would be further than they've ever gone before, or further than they've ever allowed themselves to be open before. But they just feel like they could do that with you. I really like that. Like I said, they think you, or they see you to be that soft place to land. Yeah, they can be part of your pack. I really love it. Wow. Okay. So now we do have the buffalo in reverse. So I don't know if it's going to come as a shock to you. I feel like maybe it won't come as a shock to you. You might be intuitive and already know that this person is coming. And then you might have that in the back of your mind, they'll get there when they'll get here when they get here, kind of energy. Yeah, you might actually just know that this is coming in. You might feel it as it gets closer. You might actually be moving in the direction of this person as well. So paths converge, right? Or that's what Spirit's kind of having happen here. Yeah, we have the hawk. It's seeing things from a higher perspective. I feel like the both of you are able to do this. Yeah. Seeing with clarity about being illuminated. Yeah, this is actually a spiritual connection between the two of you. I feel like one of you could actually be a seer. Don't have to be, but I was tempted to wear this today. So it does kind of have that energy here. And we did have the seer come out in the other reading as well. I feel like I'm talking to those who are quite gifted, or your gifts are now opening up. You could just be stepping onto the path. You could be a future very gifted. Welcome aboard if so. Yeah, I feel like good things are coming. This person is coming in. And I feel like this is for you if you have weathered a certain amount of storms in your life and gained quite a bit of wisdom and knowledge from these experiences. I feel like that's who I'm talking to. This could be for you in the future, this type of energy, if you feel like it resonates. But maybe you feel like you haven't gone through enough yet to gain all the wisdom. This could be your future path and have somebody coming along in the future, right? So take what resonates, you know, as always, toss the rest. Where do I want to go? Do I want this? No, I want this. All right. Well, I kind of think I want both of those. So this one might be a shorter. We'll see. All right. Chemistry, passion, twin flames. All right, we've got a twin flame, high-level soulmate energy here, and transformation. I love to see it. Okay. Now, I hear timeline things, so I don't know where you are on this timeline with this high-level soulmate, this twin flame, but I do feel like for some of you, this could be the future of the situation. For others of you who've been on this path for a while, who've been trekking down this track for quite a while, this could be for you in the now. I do feel like you have a high-level soulmate twin flame coming in very soon. Spirit is kind of on deck with this. Ancestors, guides are on deck trying to get this to come together. You will feel this chemistry and passion kind of light up in your system before this comes into fruition. I do feel like there is something to be said about the summer here. I do feel like this is coming into fruition. This could be maybe throughout August. I feel like when the sun is at its highest, or there's something about the sun being at its warmest. So it could be in August is kind of what I'm feeling. But it could be throughout the summer. Yeah, temptation. This person is so tempted to come in your direction. Yeah, it's like I hear remember awakening, and I feel like that's the case, yes, but I also hear it's like, do you remember me, or do you think about me? Or it's almost like this almost carries like a nostalgic type energy and a depth of emotion coming in. Yeah, this person's coming in for a reunion, could be dealing with a fire sign, water sign, could be an Ophiuchus. I didn't see earth yet, or air, I don't think, but I feel like it could be anybody, but I do feel those signs pretty heavy here. And also the energy of, the passion of, the depth of emotion, right? Yeah, the illusions have been broken. We have that in reverse, which I really love. No rose-colored glasses. It's seeing this person as a spiritual being, but also seeing them in the reality of what is a beautifully flawed human being just like yourself. It's like taking the rose-colored glasses off. It's like maybe what you assumed this twin flame journey would look like versus what it actually looks like. It's like it's two very specific things. It's at its core a spiritual connection, and one that can't be matched by any other feeling, right? The depth of it and the tie, the soul bond to it is something so unique and so different, right? It stands on its own. And then, you know, so maybe you expect it to be in the physical to show up looking like a certain way, but that's not always the case. Remember, we are spiritual beings, you know, having a physical experience. So the physicality of what this looks like, you know, is ups and downs and in-betweens. It's messy. We're humans. We make mistakes. We say the wrong thing, or we do the wrong thing. So it's going to look different, but that feeling is going to be backing it. So, you know, these situations are really, really hard to navigate. I get it. Yeah, fragmented, rejection in reverse, which I love to see. I do feel like there was, you know, a pretty heavy backstory going on here. I do feel like these two are coming into a union very, very soon. Yes, we have unity. We have inner child. I feel like the work has been done on the inner child. Now the two of you see with clarity. You know which direction you want to go in. I feel like you're both, again, I hear paths converge. So I do feel like Spirit is kind of bringing this situation together. I don't know how. It's probably going to be different for all of you, how this is going to kind of come in its own magical way, like these things do. Okay, so we have rebirth in the winter. So for some of you, this could be rebirthing in the summer. For others, it will come through more towards the fall and the winter, right? Or this is when the work started to get done. For some of you, they might have taken maybe a hibernation period, or you took a hibernation period and worked through some things throughout the winter. And now maybe that's why you're prepared for the summer. Could go in a lot of different ways. You know, all of these situations are going to be, I wanted to say just a little different, but I hear vastly, vastly different. You know, everybody's got a different soul purpose here, and things are going to come in a little differently. I feel like this person is worried that you're going to be guarded, but they're coming in trying to be very vulnerable with you because they really want to make the offer of love this time. They want to end the separation. I feel like they've been avoiding it because of nerves, because of stress. Now we have air, so we've got air in the building here. Could be an air sign as well. Like I said, could be any sign. Yeah, they know this is fate. I feel like they're starting to realize it's fate. Yeah, that fate is in control. I do feel like divine is in control when the seed gets planted. So maybe the seed was planted in the spring. We do have the spring. Yeah, change is coming. Divine timing is at play. All right, I feel like Spirit is saying keep focused on your self-care and doing you, and I feel like things will come in the way they're supposed to. Yeah, the way they're supposed to. Just stay open to receive, and I feel like things are going to come in. We've got a lot of Spirit on deck in this deck here today. So, is there anything else? I hear, nope, that about does it. Gorgeous energy. So it's going to be a little different. You could have somebody coming in very, very soon. For some of you, it's coming in more towards the fall and into the winter. Some of you, it's time. Could be now through, you know, winter here. All right, let's see. I know that sounds like a giant span, but that's what Spirit's saying. Now, this is what we've got, so I've got to hold it this way. These things are huge. All right, what do we have here for the collective? Where are we? Oh, yeah, we've got a little time here. All right, we have joy, rejoicing in the present. All right, that sounds good. Whatever that is, I want it. What are you? Ah, the Death card. Okay, a new cycle. The eternal cycle begins here. Yeah, every end is a new begin again. The owl, wise seeing and wise action. Rejoicing in the present. Okay, I am hearing something along the lines of rebirthing into the new. Excuse me, one second. Okay. The joy of this situation is staying in the present and standing in your very clear knowing. I feel like you know that everything you've gone through has led to you being who you are. The most magical hour of all is midnight. I feel like you know change is coming. I feel like I've been talking to somebody throughout these readings who can sense that big change is coming, that big things are coming. It's like it might be the end of separation. It might be the end of single life. It might be, I hear last first kiss. So whoever this person is that's coming in, this could be your person that takes you into the future. This could be your other half, the one you walk with. I hear the one that locks it down. Yeah. Unnecessary fear. I feel like that's what you're trying to avoid. Unnecessary fear. It's like you may know this is coming, and so that's why you may sense the fear or the stressors a little more. Spirit is trying to tell you to stay present. Stay in this now moment, because if you look too far ahead, you'll give yourself ample time to stress about all the what ifs or all the what could happens versus what just is happening, right? So creating through the ashes. You might have had an ending and then you're stepping into the brand new beginning. The skull of light, illumination. Yeah, I hear a new path. I feel like this is where you find your purpose. This is where you find, it's like the missing puzzle pieces along this leg of the journey are easy to see at this point. I feel like you just know. You know, this could be you or someone you're dealing with. I feel like not only do you sense something coming, but I feel like what was all so cloudy before is really becoming very clear for both of you. I do feel like this just has a coming together, releasing the burdens, and I feel like the burdens of the fear, or yeah, the burden of fear. We have winter, sacredness of the pause. I feel like there may just be a slight pause before this comes into fruition for some of you, and then for others of you, this person will come through the pause, so throughout the winter. Ancestors and guides are on deck. They're saying play, have fun, experience, do things that make you happy. We have the cauldron, synergy and healing. Yes, this healing is coming in, or you're experiencing it now. Strength. I feel like you've acquired quite a bit of strength along this journey, exploring the wilderness. Yeah, and you'll you'll have more experiences. There's more to come. Yeah, and there's more to come through this love experience. We have eternal love. It says love is love is love, and it transcends physical death. So this is a soulmate connection that, you know, the bodies may be new, but the souls have loved before. And I know that sounds kind of foo-foo, but this is exactly what it is. Spirit saying it is what it is. And I feel like you'll know very, very clearly if this is for you. It will resonate somewhere deep inside of you, and you'll just know if this isn't for you now, it could be for you in the future. You may be getting to this very, very early on for some. For others of you, you're very confident, and I feel like as soon as you started listening, you knew this was for you. I feel like if this is your reading, you'll know. I feel like either way. But you do have this very special soul partner coming in. The end of, I wanted to say the end of loneliness or the end of singleness. It's like you've had a long time to experience that throughout your life, but now it's time to take the path with the partner. I do feel like. I really love it. Gorgeous energy. All right, your initials, their initials, and any other messages that kind of come through. A lot of initials today. All right. I heard something about diss you and dismiss you. Maybe that'll come back around so I can, or Spirit will elaborate a little bit. I heard something about a cutie. An edgy. Okay, so I kind of feel like somebody is describing you, and I don't know if they think you dismissed them. Also, 88 or 888 is important. So if you feel drawn to looking that up, that could be for you. But this person is very, very interested, and I feel like they're talking about you, and I see panda. So I feel like, and I'm getting like the black and white energy, and I'm kind of feeling like the zebra energy, the tiger energy, like the stripes, and the snake here. I feel like this person feels like you're their exact opposite, but you're also their exact match. Does that make sense to you? I feel like that's what this person's talking about. It's like you're edgy, you're so cute, or you're so sweet. And then I see something about rage. It's like, I don't know. And now I'm hearing that song. What is that song? Oh, it's new. Hold on 1 second. I know I just listened to it not too long ago, but let me see if I can find it. 1 second, 1 second. Too Sweet, that's the song. So I'm hearing that song. I don't know if this person thought that the two of you didn't or weren't going to mesh well because you were too different. Now I feel like, yeah, all that to say this, I do feel like this person sees you to be the right type of match, even though you're so different. I hear you're very smart, your IQ. It's like they're kind of talking about you and kind of talking you up. They're saying all the things that they really love about you. I see muse as well. So they see you as a muse. Yeah, and I hear something about music as well. It's like songs remind them of you. Could be as well. Yeah, they might have thought that you were to this or to that in the past, and now they're looking at all of those things that they maybe thought were too much or that they weren't, you know, in alignment with what they wanted. I think they may be seeing those just a little bit differently now. Like, you know what? Maybe this person is perfect for me. It's kind of what I'm getting. It's like, I don't know. They're seeing the balance. 85. Somebody could have been born in 85. 89. I hear something about 95 as well. I don't know why I want to pause at the 95. I also hear 92, although I don't see it. All right. Ooh. I've got a P stuck to me. Somebody, P, first or last name, could be important, or middle name. All right, let's see what we've got here. All right, I want that too. I'm kind of being drawn to it. All right. Yeah, something about a cycle and going another round. Okay, so someone might have thought that they weren't going to go another round with you, or they weren't going to allow themselves to pine over you. It's like, all I'm hearing is, by now I should have been over this person. So I don't know how long this person has been like carrying you in their heart, but I feel like for a very long time they thought, you know, it's like another year goes by and they're like, I thought this person would have been a thing of the past by now. And it's like, I can't believe this person is still kind of stuck in my heart space. And I kind of feel like that's for a reason. There's some type of divine connection here. And I keep hearing go another round, go another round. So this might end up being something, it's like a wish that comes true later than you thought it would. It's like the path, I hear all paths lead to you. So this is very specific. This isn't going to be for everyone, but I do feel like that's what this person feels like. It's like they can see it clearly. It's like, I hear you've always been that person and you'll always be that person. And I hear nothing's going to change because of that. I'm going to need that later. Okay. So that's for who it is. That's for who it's for. I do feel like there could be some sort of growth coming in. And I kind of want to put this here. Another opportunity for growth here. I feel like a great change might actually come in. Okay, now I'm going to pull this aside. I feel like as far as peace goes, I don't know if somebody's been praying for peace in their life or praying for peace for others in their life, certain people who may be going through heavier issues. And it's like, all I can do is pray. It's like, I hear I'm too far away, or all I can do is light a candle for this person and keep them in my heart and in my mind. It's like, because they're going through it. And the depth of love that you have that's kind of flowing through your prayers for this person is creating better for them. It's like Spirit wants to let you know that they hear you, or they hear your prayer. Maybe you just need to know that your prayers are being heard, because I feel like some of you might think, it's like you get to a certain point and it's like, I think they're just not hearing me. And it's like, I don't know how much louder I can pray or how much louder I can be when it comes to helping others. It's like, I just feel this feeling of helplessness. And I feel like, I don't know if it's coming from the person you're praying for, or if it's coming from you as well, because you feel like the divine's not hearing you. Just know that you're being heard. But sometimes the way these situations are handled are not in our timing, one. And two, the healing process to us, we think it's just going to look beautiful. All of a sudden it will just look wonderful. And that's not the way it looks in the physical. Sometimes it's got to get messy before it gets better. And I feel like it's like when everything gets to its lowest point, that's where you can build from. It's like the foundation needs to fully crumble before the help can come in, before the rebuild can start. So don't lose faith in your beliefs or what you're praying for, or that you're being heard. You are. It's just that sometimes the way Spirit works, I hear mysterious ways, and I do feel like that's the case here. The blessing isn't going to look like a blessing. At first, it's going to look like a part of the heavy curse or whatever this is, right? Before that energy can clear. It's like it needs to work its way all the way through. And then from there, only from there can things be done. So I hear that's only then can Spirit get their hands in there to really build a stronger foundation for this person. It's like, you know, maybe somebody has to hit rock bottom with habits before they can fall into a place where they can get back on track, right? And it might not look like a blessing, but it's in disguise. Okay, so that is what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to become part of this Ophiuchus tribe. I'd love to have you on board, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.